Good evening, everybody. This is my video on the reflection of metacognitive strategies. This is my students, where students are aware and reflect on their thinking. For example, readers will learn to make predictions about a story that they are reading. They will wonder what is happening to the characters and if they will enjoy the story that they are reading. The students will also notice whether they are understanding the story or if they are confused. They will take action to solve that problem. They will ask questions. Will I know this story? Will I understand? Do I know what's going on in the story? Students will learn to go back and reread or talk to another student to clarify their confusion. When students learn to generate questions about the text, their comprehension improves. In fact, it improves more when they generate their own questions than when teachers ask the questions. I think this is a big skill to learn in first grade as they learn to read and understand the text. The classrooms that I've been in observing in first grade, the students obviously learn the, parts of a book, the teacher asks, they look at the cover, they say, what's going to happen in this book? Who's in this book? Can you tell me from the front of the book, what's going on? And then as they read, they continue on with the same thing, asking questions. So they're already thinking about their thinking. So what's going on in this book? So also something that, other classes are doing is during center time, if they're doing if they're thinking about thinking out loud, and if they're struggling, this is their reflection on what they're struggling on. So if they're having a hard time with what they're working on during their center work, they're going back and they're also talking with other students about, what they're learning and what they're doing. So they are thinking about what they're thinking and if they can go ahead and if they can figure it out on their own. So, they get extra support and help in that from the teacher, but they try to figure out on their own what they're doing. So, and then, the teacher can help verbalize with them, and allow them to verbalize versus writing them down. And, the teacher could ask, well, how could I get different strategies to help them do this? And they could think on that and then, really kind of get them thinking more on how they could understand what's going on and what they could do differently to understand it better. So, how could, and ways to work, more with the ELL students, they could be paired up with other students. And they could be asking other students that are maybe in a higher group that they're with and stuff like that. So, but definitely this is to get oral, discussions going maybe throughout class. And, I thought that this would be a great, way to get the younger kids working and learning how to start asking those questions, because when they're younger, they do need to start asking those questions and they start learning how to ask those questions first and to learn what's going on in the book. So thank you very much.